say about this matchup is I feel like if the York is playing it well and just constantly hitting the E's, you can sometimes just kind of like poke down the Jacks, where
he has priority in the bottom lane. Fudge controlling the push down there means that it feels safer to do things around that Dragon Pit if you need to. But Palafox now tagged the Spiraling Despair. Dark Wings, though, caught in the Glacial Prison, and that's easy money for Contract. With 6 minutes on the clock. This time around, Contracts found that one kill that we've had so far this game at that timer instead. And now, finally, Yorick is very obnoxious in these types of situations. Castle still feeling fully comfortable in this 1v1. Both teleports, both flashes are available for the top laners. Nice bubble, immediately followed up with the Glacial Prison. Palafox gets the second kill of the game for Shopify Rebellion. So easy after the nice catch there from Seos and Contracts.
Yeah, and going to be able to get the tower in their face as the York themselves, or the tower will hit you. So they can just kind of fight your ult and sometimes kill it in that position. So Castle now finding himself in a bit of a difficult spot, has to try to clear this wave.
Yeah, and now that they know there's no Maiden of the Mist to try to protect him, Contracts and Fudge want to make the move to continue keeping the pressure on down here in the bottom lane. Turret destroyed, Shopify Rebellion. That gold lead is up over 3,000. It will shrink a little bit below that mark here as the tier 1 turret.
Yeah, playing around that mid lane, and now DSG just trying to look for some sort of an invade. Might be able to push out Contracts, but they've got to be careful about a potential shockwave with the wall too.
Yeah, well, invade for a little bit of Gromp violence here, but
no one's answering top.
Yeah, the entire time.
And to go back to your question as far as like where would you want to see them kind of draw that line in the sand?
Yeah.
I think generally what you're doing in these kind of, and at the end of the day, that teleport from Fudge is going to be turned into an Otacon attempt here.
Okay.
XU is in the area, but the question is, can he actually get vision? Can he get close enough? He's pretty split from the team, but would have a good flank angle.
Okay, XU trying to find a way in. Castle's going to be the intended target here for Shopify Rebellion, but they don't find him in time. Nice engage from XU, who he trying to get away off to the side. His Contracts also has to flash. The Spiraling Despair sets it up so Castle can take it down, but Castle loses his own life in the process. Now Fudge got to be a little bit wary of all these feathers from the Xayah. Disguised, beautifully done there to earn themselves a 1-for-1 trade on kills and steal the Otacon. Even, man. Disguised, we put the pressure on. We said, look, you're falling behind, it's slipping away, your moment's got to be good, and that moment was. Now Palafox going to try to TP out in time. That was close.
It looked like Darkwing kind of hesitated a little bit when he was walking in. He like walked in, then stutter stepped back a little bit, and then went forward. Wonder if he could have got there in time. But they are going to grab the Dragon on the bottom side. So you try to make a play like that on top side, and Shopify do take their third Dragon here. And they're going to move to Soul Point here pretty early on.
Okay, Contracts eating some damage here on the front line. Does get locked up by Disguise, but the bubble was beautiful, and now Disguise has to try to be careful. The Blade Caller finds a root and a Fudge, and Contracts slows him up here a little bit.
They're just going to be starting up this Baron. That is super risky if they get engaged on here.
Yeah, this is the YOLO play from Disguise. Castle and Fudge both making their way up. Nice shockwave from Palafox. Rahel and XU are both nearly killed immediately. Rahel down to only 150 HP. Nobody is dead, but it does not matter. They are all forced completely away as Shopify Rebellion will now take control over the topside river, over the Baron Pit itself. Disguise trying to regroup. XU is still only at 1/3 HP.
It's theirs.
He will not be able to recall and then still try to participate in this Baron. So this Baron is Shopify Rebellion.
Yeah, and you can see that Castle was pinging assist over onto the Dragon, because now they're saying, you know what, if we don't get the Dragon, then we're cooked, right? We're going to lose Soul.
They're going for it. Disguise will actually stop the Soul for now. Shopify Rebellion wanted to go back. It looks like Fudge and Contracts will go ahead and knock down the last little bit of health on this tier 2 turret.
It was the Baron, but it was very risky, and no one reacted to that shockwave. You know, no one flashed it. There wasn't like a Xayah ult to answer it. They're going to try to look now.
Yeah, Contracts in some danger here, but the redemption coming out from Seos isn't enough to save him in time. Now XU's got to try to escape, as the shockwave will not find a target.
You talked about the redemption, but also the heal was used. Look at that damage under Rahel, though. That is like 55% of your health with one quick trade.
Yeah, that was a lot of burst. And now the Xayah, luckily he didn't panic and use the ulti there, so at least he still got that get out of jail free card. But there's so much pressure here in the mid lane. Hui is normally so effective at clearing out the waves. It just makes the Baron that much more valuable when Shopify is able to secure it. They've still got 45 seconds left in the Red Bull Baron power play, and they're going to continue using that to just snowball this gold lead larger and larger. And now that gold lead is over 5,000.
Get absolutely lit up by B-Boy.
Yeah, you got to be so careful with this Lucian, man. B-Boy is out of control right now as Contracts jumps in, finds a Glacial Prison onto XU, who jumps back over the wall there with his clone. So escapes for now. That's a pretty big engage tool down for the side of Shopify, but they got the redemption from Nami. They'll keep the health bars topped off, and they want to keep this pressure on.
Yeah, they're just going to keep constantly trying to rinse and repeat here. It's kind of up to B-Boy, just land the poke that you can. Who he's going to look?
Yeah, who he jumps into the back line. He finds an initial lockup onto Seos. A little bit more is not enough just yet as Rahel goes into the back line looking for B-Boy even further. He finds 2 kills. Rahel stepping up as Fudge at least gets one back onto XU, but Disguised are showing some signs of magic here. Castle now continuing to try to lock down Fudge and Palafox, prevent them from getting away. Disguised knows they have to get more. Palafox and Fudge continuing to retreat. Severing Volt finds no target. Contracts just wants to slow Huhi down. But the beautiful engage from Huhi, the follow-up from Rahel, the bottom lane of Brush, just to make sure that he's always close to this Dragon, wants to guarantee that if nothing else, he can at least fight for it. Fudge versus Castle off to the side. Dragon down to 1,000. It's taken by XU and Disguise. But now what about the fight after? Contracts trying to keep chasing as B-Boy gets the kill on XU, and Shopify Rebellion are looking for even more. The blade color is used. Contracts is hurt, but he is not down yet. Fudge looking for his approach angle. Wanted to get the stun with the counter-strike, but a nice use of the hard CC from Dark Wings keeps everybody protected for now, but Rahel is dead. Palafox going on a killing spree, and B-Boy is blessed up by the Nami, a piercing light through the hearts of Disguise as Shopify Rebellion are marching it down bottom lane. Now Castle the entire time
Huhi did so much damage, and then that shockwave comes through. XU is just deleted. You see them trying to run out, and I guess they were worried about walking through the tri-brush because they thought Fudge would come in there. The initial CC here was really nice. The fear into the knock-up there from Huhi to try to peel off.
Dark Wings from 100 to 0. The Hui barely survives, but now without the mid laner healthy enough to fight, it means Shopify get the extra little bit of time they need to take out the tier 3 turret in the top lane. Now a teleport to bring Fudge back in. He just purchased a fully completed Sterix cage. He's got that and a Zhonya's now. The Jax is so incredibly difficult to kill, and 2 inhibitors are vulnerable. The one in top is about to die already with the 2 blessed up cannon minions already firing into it. They'll be able to finish the job, and Shopify switch their attention over to mid lane.
Yeah, Fudge getting healed up by the Nami there, which is pretty critical. They're going to go.
XU decides to flash engage, but Palafox ain't going to be found just yet. Huhi into the back, but nobody follows it up, and now Fudge is putting the pressure on Rahel and XU. Disguised have lost their main engage tools. They have lost their support, and their base is starting to crumble. Luckily, bottom lane does not have a minion wave in the right position. They can't get 3 inhibbed, but Shopify might just be looking for the Nexus instead. They'll continue moving forward. Minion waves pouring in from mid and top with super minions now, as B-Boy just going to try to put a couple more bullets there into the maid and maybe take that out. Super minion arriving from mid lane, and Shopify are not done yet. 20 seconds left still on this Baron. 20 seconds left of pushing power. Immediately Glacial Fissure locks up Rahel, but they don't quite have enough damage to kill him. Castle stuck in the front line now, wants to get a little bit more damage onto B-Boy, but it ain't going to be enough. Palafox, unstoppable. Castle can't hold on, and neither can the Nexus turrets. Disguised scrambles to try to keep the game alive, but I don't think it's gonna work today. Everybody on Disguise is about to fall as B-Boy jumps into the fountain, and Shopify Rebellion after 40 minutes